Hi, I'm Jim Park. This is HDT Talks Trucking. Back in October of 2021, Cummins announced it was going to bring to market a brand new 15-liter natural gas engine. Some in the industry cheered, while others just kind of rolled their eyes. Natural gas was popular in some specific sectors like refuse and regional haul, but it never really caught on as a long-haul fuel. Cummins is betting this new 15-liter engine is going to change all that. In a moment, you'll meet Puneet Jhawar. He's the general manager of Cummins' global natural gas business. He'll walk us through Cummins' reasons for developing this new engine and explain why it's quite different from any previous natural gas engines the company's been involved with. We caught up with Puneet at ACT Expo in Long Beach back in May. If you haven't done so already, please punch that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time we publish a new episode. And check out our other social media channels too. We're on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And there's lots of great written content to be found on our website, truckinginfo.com. We'll be back with Puneet right after this.
Clariance Technologies is a global leader in transportation technology, known for its family of innovative and leading brands. Our best-in-class capabilities, global scale, and extensive industry insight provide the technologies that keep the world moving forward. To learn more about Clariance Technologies and its family of brands, visit clariancetechnologies.com.
Well, greetings, Puneet, and thanks for sharing a bit of time with us here at ACT Expo. A lot of people probably won't remember this, but Cummins brought its first natural gas engine to market back in 1989, the L10G. So we fast forward 33 years and we're about to bring to market a brand new natural gas engine, the ISX-15N. It's been designed so that most of what's beneath the cylinder head can be pretty much the same as a diesel version or a hydrogen ICE version. Can you tell us a bit about this new miracle engine?
Sure. Super excited to have a 15-liter natural gas engine. This is one of the first fuel-agnostic platforms that'll come and hit the North American market. We've called it fuel-agnostic because below the head deck, it's a common platform for both natural gas, diesel, and the hydrogen engine. But the head is specifically designed for each of the fuel types. Partial reasons for it to do is to make sure that it's a little more easier for the OEMs, and then also helps with the fact that we will be able to achieve some scale and hopefully drive some economies there as well. It is specifically designed for the natural gas market, and I think we've had customers crying for this for a while. And so it's glad to sit in a conversation where we can actually say that we're bringing a 15-liter natural gas engine rather than being questioned to say, when are you going to bring it? So super excited about it.
And where are all those calls coming from? Who are the fleets who are asking for it?
So we've got, I think, a combination of fleets who do some things to do with the waste, so that they've got a little bit of their own fuel, but also long-haul, heavy-duty carriers, some LTL carriers as well, some regional players, some national players, and a combination of that. We've had interest not only in the US market, but also from Canada, in certain parts of Mexico as well. And so some of the Canadian fleets, who despite the fact that they run heavy, they've still called us and said, can you make sure that we get an opportunity to test the engines as well? And certainly there's a lot of interest in the US. So again, I think we are, it's a great problem to have. Yeah. It's a great position to be in for people asking for an engine and for the demand of the product. And I think we've done the right thing to bring it to the market.
Okay, let's talk about the engine itself then. The 12-liter had its share of issues. What are some of the difference between the old 12-liter and this new 15-liter? What sort of improvements have you made?
Again, I think we've been fortunate that our customers are open and honest with us and give us feedback. And so from whatever learnings we've had from the 12 and the 9 and the 6, 7 previously as well, we've put all of that we know in the engine to make sure that it's more reliable, it's more robust, it delivers a better performance. So I think for the first time we'll have an engine which has a diesel-like performance and a torque curve, and it almost mimics the torque curve that the 15-liter diesel has today, which I think is testimony to the engineering skills that we've got and the innovation that our engineers have done. The engine is lighter as against to the current 15-liter diesel by about 500 pounds, and against the 12-liter is about 200 pounds lighter. I think that it's again a lot of innovations gone to make sure that it's a new platform, and you want to make sure it's the next generation, so a longer longevity on that. Plus, I think we've learned from the things that we've done in the last 30 years on the natural gas engine. So every time that we launch a new engine, we've learned from our mistakes, we've kind of made sure that we fix the problems, and then all of those, we're trying to find a way that we mitigate those in this. So again, the customers have said and told us a lot of things. We've heard them, we've spent time, our engineers have spent time, and made sure that all through our analysis, we've not seen those problems in the testing that we've done so far. But we still want to continue the test before we bring it out to the market so that it's reliable, it hits the right spot, and it gives a pleasant experience to the customers.
And where does natural gas fit into the sort of environmental regulatory spectrum? We're all aware of the regulations that are coming for diesels in 2024 and 2027. Does natural gas fit into the same silo as diesel?
It is. It's in the same silo, and it's pretty. There are regulations that we've got to meet. All of our natural gas engines have always met, and in some cases have even beaten the regulation as well. And I think we're pretty proud of it. Again, I don't think Cummins has had a history to say that we will meet the law of the land. And so for us, it's important that our regulations are something that we adhere and abide by. And I think it's in the quest to make sure that the environment gets cleaner and greener. Natural gas plays an integral part for us as well, and an integral part of the overall strategy. So we'll make sure that the engine, at least the 15-liter natural gas, meets the 24 imminent regulations at CARB, and then the EPA regulations as well. And then we'll continue to plan to make sure it meets the future emission regulations as well. And we'll certify it for EPA and CARB both.
Will it be considered a low NOx engine?
It will be a low NOx, but again, I think once we finalize our test regulations and do the final testing certification, we should be able to share a little more details in terms of what we'll hit.
So you've said this engine is basically designed to work with diesel, natural gas, and hydrogen. You've said everything below the head gasket is sort of mutually compatible, and everything above the head gasket is going to be different, hydrogen, natural gas, and diesel. Can you give us a 10,000-foot view of the differences between the natural gas version and the hydrogen version?
It is fairly different. I'm not the best of engineers who can talk about to say what the difference is, but we've specifically trying to take and make efforts to say that the head deck is capable of handling a particular kind of fuel type. And so the mixing requirements, the compression ratios that are different, we need to make sure that those are all maintained, and then the way the ignition happens. And then it's also it is the bottom end of it, which is the after treatment, is also going to play an essential role in cleaning that up as well. And there will be differences between a hydrogen after treatment and a natural gas after treatment engine. So
it's not a one-size-fits-all, it's a distinctly different engine.
Yeah, I think it'll be, I don't think it's a one-size-fits-all. I think it's about the fact that the base engine is the same for all, which hopefully helps in a little more longevity of things. But depending on what fuel type and how the fleets want to transition from one fuel to the other, it hopefully gives them a better platform to say that there's fewer parts that they need to continue to maintain in their spectrum and in their inventory to maintain the vehicles. And hopefully making the switch kind of is a little more easier for them.
So then could a fleet transition from a natural gas platform to the hydrogen platform, or would they have to buy a brand new engine for it?
So they'll have to get a new engine for that because it's a little more difficult to make sure that you pull out an engine and put a new one. And I think it's vehicle level certification. So I think those complications start coming in. Between a hydrogen and a natural gas engine, there are portions of a vehicle that are likely going to be similar. But again, I think we're a little further away down the line on where a hydrogen infrastructure looks like and how all of that gets together in a vehicle. I think that is all work that our teams are doing, and we're trying to figure out what is the best way to kind of make sure that there is an easier transition from a natural gas to a hydrogen engine.
Okay, Puneet, thanks for telling us about it, and good luck with it. I've got a feeling this engine's going to be pretty well received.
Thank you so much.
I've been speaking with Puneet Jhawar, the general manager of Cummins' global natural gas business. We did that interview on the show floor at ACT Expo in Long Beach back in May. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get a notification every time we publish a new episode. And check out our other social media channels too. We're on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And remember, there's lots of great written content to be found on our website, truckinginfo.com. I'm Jim Park. Thanks for watching.